Be careful what you think. And as you can tell from the title, this is not my average video that I would make a topic around, but I felt like because this is so important and because it could help so many people, I've got to share it with you. Talking about affirmations, particularly robotic affirmations. They are how they can help you, who it's for, and just give you some basic examples. Affirmations in general is just a statement or a phrase, positive one that you would repeat to yourself. It would help you accomplish whatever goals or whatever things you may want to accomplish in your life. For example, you might say to yourself, I have a blessed life. I have a blessed life. I have a blessed life. I am so grateful and thankful that I have a blessed life. I'm so grateful and thankful I have a blessed life. You know, so on and so forth. So you make the statement or you make the affirmation based on what you are wanting to accomplish. So first of all, let's talk about why these affirmations, why these statements, why these robotic affirmations work in the first place. I think it gives our mind something to focus on. I know you've heard of a lot of people being scatterbrained, and now more than ever with all the social media, all the notifications, everything that is going on in this day and age, our mind is like all over the place. And when we have an affirmation or we have a statement that we are saying and we are repeating over and over and over, it gives our mind focus and direction. And we need that, especially if it's a positive thing. So I want you to think about this. What if you spent most of your time watching the news? Say you watch the news for like 18 hours a day. And what do you think your mindset would be like? How do you think you would feel? Do you think you would have joy? Do you think you would be encouraged? Do you think you would have a good world view of everything that's going on? No. Say, for instance, if you spent 18 hours reading good books, watching positive things, being around positive people, don't you think that you would be a totally different person from the person who watches the news? So here's a quick example. Say you wake up in the morning and you already start saying to yourself or saying in your mind, whether it's out loud or just in your mind, you start saying, I'm going to have a wonderful day. I'm going to have a wonderful day. I'm going to have the greatest day I've ever had in my life. It's so wonderful to be alive. I'm so thankful to be alive. And you keep repeating these statements throughout the day. You have a very, very, very high chance of having a wonderful day. But if you wake up in the morning and you say, oh man, I'm tired, I'm sleepy, I don't want to get out of the bed, I dread doing this, I dread doing that, my life stinks, my life sucks. You keep saying all these things over and over. What type of day do you think you're going to have? So let's face it, give our minds something to focus on positive. It helps us to be more grateful, more thankful, more mindful, and just live a happier life. So why would we not do it? You had somebody that followed you around all day long and was negative and nagged on you and complained and put you down all day long. They were like, you can never get anything done that you want to do. You're so disorganized. You're a mess. You're never going to make it. You're always in debt. You're always late. Hey, what's wrong with you? Why did you say that? Why did you do that? We would get so sick of this person saying this all day long, we would tell them to get a hike. And we wouldn't say that to somebody. At least I hope you wouldn't say that to somebody. But here's the thing. Those are the types of thoughts. Those are the types of things that we say to ourselves every single day, all the time. So no wonder we live in such a state where it seems like that we can't get anywhere, or we can't accomplish what we want to do, or we can't be what we want to be. It's because that is what we're saying to ourselves all the time. I think affirmations and robotic affirmations are good for people who constantly overthink, people who constantly procrastinate, people who always try to overanalyze things and overanalyze situations and hesitate, because it helps us break free from those patterns. We are replacing negative thoughts with positive thoughts. So look, even when we were children, I want you to think about this little this little book that we used to read, or it used to be read to us, The Little Engine That Could. What did that little engine say constantly to itself? I think I can, I think I can, I think I can. Hey, Henry Ford once said, whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right. So the way you think is super important. And here's the thing, I'm a Christian too. I'm not some super spiritual, whatever you call it, gurus or spiritual teachers and all that. I'm a Christian, but look, here's the thing. The Bible even says that life and death are in the power of the tongue. Look, we know with our words, we can put somebody down. We can hurt somebody's feelings. We can absolutely just destroy somebody with our tongue. But we also know, on the other hand, we can, be positive, pick somebody up, encourage them, motivate them, inspire them. So why do we not think that the way we speak to ourselves is important? So for me, affirmations, robotic affirmations, they're just a perfect fit for me. One thing is because they're just easy, and I don't have to feel a certain way, or I don't have to think a certain way. I just repeat the statements until they start sinking in and I actually believe them. And when you start believing them, you'll start living that way. Say you were a coach and you had a team of players and you were in the championship, and there's like 30 seconds left and you're trying to decide who you're going to give the ball to. And you go over to one player you think who should get the ball, maybe score the game-winning shot, and you say, hey man, I'm getting ready to get you the ball. Are you ready? And they say, no, don't give me the ball. I'm afraid I'm gonna mess up. I don't think I can do it. You're not going to give that player the ball. But say you go to another player and you say, hey man, so-and-so didn't want the ball. We got 30 seconds left. Do you think you can do it? And that player with confidence says, absolutely. Hey, I'm going to give it my best shot. I'm going to do everything I can in my power to make that shot. Hey, you can trust me to take it. Which player are you going to give the ball to? Of course, the one who's positive. Of course, the one who's confident. Of course, the one who believes in their self. So the whole concept, the whole thing around affirmations and robotic affirmations is trying to develop that belief in yourself that you're capable of doing what you need to do. Now, this is my first video on this. I think it did good. I pray it did good. The only way I'm going to know is if the views are up. If you like the video, do all those things, like it. Let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. And if you want to see more videos like this, let me know. If you haven't tried it, try it. It'll change your life. Take care, everybody. Stay blessed, and I'll catch you on the next video.